talk about reducing Governor Corbett's 20% proposed cut to 10% when it comes to the counties. Once again, it's still a 10% cut. It's not a restoration. So the reality is the Senate Republicans have simply tried to diminish the amount of the cuts that have been proposed by this governor. There's a lot more that can be done. But in the interest of fairness, let's say hooray to the Senate Republicans for taking a step in the right direction. We know there's at least $300 million more on the table, $315 million as I understand it, on the table that could be used to minimize the impact of the cuts that the governor proposed. I believe from the House Democrat standpoint, we will work vigorously with our friends on the other side of the aisle to try and see if we can direct additional funds. And I mean additional funds. I don't want to take them from someone else, take money from higher education to help basic education, or take money from corrections to help county human services. We need to add additional dollars. The $300 million that is on the table, $315 million that is on the table, should be used to try and minimize the cuts that remain in those areas. Marcellus Compact, it's a package of about 6 bills that try and address these deficiencies that are in Act 13. The number one priority is prime sponsored by Leader Dermody, who has put a bill forward to once again restore zoning control to local townships and municipalities. I have one of the bills as part of it, and it would increase the impact fee. Not as far as I'd like to go, but it's once again another step in the right direction. Mine in particular would raise the impact fee from $50,000 per well to $75,000 per well and extend it for the life of the well as long as the well is producing. The compact is designed to improve environmental standards, to increase the fee, and also, most importantly, remove the preemption of local zoning. I had a very favorable meeting with some of the representatives of the drilling industry where we were able to discuss this. They obviously were concerned after they heard of the press conference where we announced the compact, but as we were able to discuss more of the details, and I shared with them that it was more of a movement towards Senator Udicek's and my amendment, they were a little more receptive and said that they were open to hearing more of our ideas in the direction we want to go. You know, obviously, as it stands right now, the majority has spoken, the governor in particular has spoken, that Act 13 was his baby, it's what he wants, and he expects that will survive his tenure in office. But there are concerns on both sides of the aisle, particularly about the zoning preemption issue. So I think that there's a possibility that that particular part of our compact could get considered, and I certainly assured the drilling industry that we would be happy to make sure that they were well informed of our intentions, and we would listen to their input on any concerns they may have with Representative Dermody's bill on this subject.